What's going on, beautiful people? Your boy JV is in the building, and this is going to be my most different video to date. In this video, I'm going to be discussing Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer, just basically giving my thoughts and opinions on something that a lot of people have been discussing for about 3 to 4 years now. Even to this day, people are still bringing up this topic, and I've always had a stance on it, but that was before I had a platform such as YouTube to really keep all my thoughts on wax and certain things regarding Modern Warfare 2's Remastered multiplayer. So before we get into the discussion, I just want to say that if you're a new viewer who have found this video, just want to give my salutes to you, as well as my daily audience that watches all of my content regardless of what it is. If you want to further support the channel, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment. It allows me to move up the YouTube algorithms, which will then bring me new viewers, and it will also keep your boy motivated, you feel me? If you want to connect with me through social media, all of my links will be down in the description box below. And if you're new to the channel and haven't hit that sub button yet, I mean, you made it this far, so you should definitely hit that subscribe button as well as tapping the bell icon. I drop content every Wednesday and Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and it's always a vibe. And what you're seeing on screen is exactly what we're going to be talking about, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. This is the campaign footage that I've gathered, so if you've never played the campaign before, which I'm pretty sure 90% of you have, but if you haven't, first, I want to say that you're missing out. And second, if you're going to play it, I would recommend tabbing somewhere else but still playing the video, because there will be a lot of spoilers on screen. So now that all of that is out of the way, we can discuss Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer. So for the last 3 to 4 years, there have been a lot of news, leaks, rumors, basically anything you can name regarding Modern Warfare 2's Remastered multiplayer. It seems that as if every year, someone says it's finally gonna happen, it's gonna be bundled with whatever future COD release comes out, similar to how they did with COD 4 Remastered and Infinite Warfare. Now, to give y'all full transparency, Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite Call of Duty game of all time, and I could very well argue that it's my favorite overall game of all time. I have to really think about that because Pokemon Emerald is still a thing, but the point I'm trying to make is that I'm biased about the game. I'm not even gonna lie. Even when everyone was hating on it and saying that it was not the greatest COD ever, I think it is. Even with all the cheesy things that were in the game, it didn't matter to me. It was still the best COD to me. The best way to describe that game was perfectly flawed. It really was. So for all of you out there who thinks that Black Ops 2 is the best COD, we gonna holla at y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all can keep your head up. So for years now, people wanted this game to be remastered, right? Me included, I'm not gonna lie. There were nothing but rave responses coming from the idea of this game being remastered and having multiplayer similar to its predecessor, and basically everybody wanted it. And because of that constant feedback from the community about wanting this game, Activision, Infinity Ward, and Raven Studios were planning on taking this project head on and actually listening to what the people wanted for once. But then out of nowhere, I can't exactly pinpoint as to when it happened, but then they decided to scrap the project, and instead of only releasing the game as a campaign version, and that pissed a lot of people off, I'm not gonna lie. I remember seeing how many people were so tight because of that move that they made. Having only the campaign being released basically told us that if they really wanted to move forward with dropping multiplayer, they could. Because the game is there and it looks great from what you're seeing. It looks amazing. It feels like the classic Modern Warfare 2. Given that we're in 2021 now and the movement in Call of Duty has evolved, the movement in the game may feel clunky and dated, but you know, that's cool. I can understand that. But basically, they can still move forward with this project if they felt like it. There have been leaks and reports going on in the past month that I'm recording this video saying that this is in the works and things like that, and at first I was like really excited, like it was about to be a movie if they really do this. But then after a while, I had to really sit back and think about it. Is this game going to be the same and give me the same feelings and the same love for the game that I had 12 years ago? I really had to ask myself that, because I feel like if they're going to do it and put it out, I think there are a lot of things that can easily go wrong. With this game, you have half and half. People that want the game to release the exact same way that it was, meaning nothing should be touched at all, and just put it out with enhanced graphics and call it a day. But then there are also people who claim that they want Infinity Ward to fix all of the cheese and all of the exploits that were in the game because they never did it in 2009. So it's like a second opportunity to undo the wrong that was in that game, you feel me? But then when you really think about it, you can make the argument that whatever they decide to go with on that decision, there will be heavy controversy surrounding that move. Let's break it down real quick. So try to follow me here. You have to really think about the things that were in that game. You had one-man army danger close noob tubes, marathon lightweight commando, unlimited claymores, kill streaks stacking each other, silencers that still appeared on the map, overpowered shotties, just a lot of things that people hated about the game. But on the flip side, that game has so many amazing things that it made going through all that cheese worth it. ACR Red Dot, UMP 45, the classic maps like High Rise, Terminal, Karachi, Invasion, all the kill streaks, the AC-130, the Chopper Gunner, Harrier, the Nuke. The overall atmosphere of the game was just amazing. And like I said earlier, taking all of those things into consideration makes this game perfectly flawed. So you have to ask yourself, if Infinity Ward attempts to fix the game by removing the exploits and things like that, will it really be the same Modern Warfare 2 that we know and love? I personally think the game will not feel the same at all. And I know that's me waving my bias flag, but at the same time, I'm also trying to be objective here. So you have that factor to think about. Another bullet point that you have to really get into is the fact that, let's say, right, hypothetically, the game really does come out and everyone loves it. I don't know about y'all, but I can pretty much guarantee that I probably won't purchase any Call of Duty from that point on, because it won't be as good as Modern Warfare 2. And I'm biased, so I already have made my mind up, and I won't even intend to give any other game a try because I got the Holy Grail already, you feel me? What else could I want? Plus, it'll divide the communities even more than it ever did. So let's go back real quick. Back in 2016, when Infinity Ward announced that Infinite Warfare was coming out and COD 4 Remastered was bundled with it, a lot of people were tight because they felt like they shouldn't have to spend $80 if they're only gonna play COD 4 Remastered, right? And because Infinite Warfare was such a flop and majority of the community played Remastered only, it divided between both games and it wasn't doing any good for Activision and all the other companies at all in terms of a business. Not to mention that further down the road, they tried to change a lot of things about COD 4 Remastered that were just unnecessary. They tried to put supply drops, weapon DLC, and the fact that they really tried to charge people $15 for DLC maps that were at the time 10 years old. Those maps should have been in the game at launch if you really want to keep it a stack. So for the first month or so, yeah, it was the same COD 4 that we knew and loved, but then it quickly became something else because the company saw that it was receiving more traction than Infinite Warfare, so they tried to pump money out of it by doing all of the things that nobody wanted, and it tarnished the game's legacy. It wasn't COD 4 anymore. And the reason for bringing all that up is the same case that can happen for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered as well. They'll notice a huge spike of players on the game instead of their new installment, and then they'll try to ruin it by adding things that were never in the game before, and that will be trash. Like, what if they included skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered? I know that's a touchy subject within itself, and it would literally take the fun away from the game in my opinion. I have my own take about the concept of skill-based matchmaking, but that's not for this video. But if you see what I'm getting at, the game wouldn't be the same at all, and it would just be trash. It honestly would. I know that was a whole spiel, but I do see that as being a huge possibility. So with all the leaks and reports saying that the multiplayer will be released in 2021, I want everyone to really tread lightly on what it is we think we're going to get. That is, if we're going to get it anyway. There could be a huge chance where we're not even going to get the game at all, and all of the speculation is for nothing. I don't know. A part of me wants the game to happen because I'd love to play it again, but on the flip side, a part of me thinks that they shouldn't even touch the game at all because it's the Holy Grail, and instead of trying to bring back old games, they should be more focused on creating a COD game that everyone would love and have it receive the same accolades that a classic like Modern Warfare 2 has. Basically, do your best to make a new Holy Grail, you feel me? COD will have a better track record for it, and we won't be sitting here constantly reflecting on the glory days when they could bring us a game that would give us new glory days, you feel me? So that is my process on Modern Warfare 2's remastered multiplayer. That was my brain going in maximum overdrive. I probably was chatting for however long this video is going to be. So if you feel the same way that I do on the subject, or at least have a level of understanding for the things that I've said on this video, again, please show support to the channel by giving it a like, drop a comment on your thoughts on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer, because I think it would be interesting to see what you guys think about it. And who knows, maybe you'll have a stronger point about it than I do. If you think that everything I said is just me chatting and I don't know what I'm talking about at all, feel free to leave a comment on that too. Any kind of feedback is important. I'm not sure if I'll ever make a video like this ever again, because I'm not really a breaking news kind of content creator, but I feel like it was important to make this video because it's about a game that I really love. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This is JV signing off, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Be easy, y'all.